What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we're breaking down the weekly reset for Destiny 2 this coming Tuesday, May the 2nd. And so this week we're seeing the launch of Guardian Games for 2023, so we'll cover what there is to know about that, and of course we also get an event-filled Eververse store with some new and returning items for Guardian Games. But additionally we'll cover the weekly Nightfall and the featured weapon, as well as playlists and boosts for the week. And then we have the Lightfall reset, activities, featured rewards, and everything worth knowing for the reset this week. So as always guys, I hope you enjoy the video today, and if you do, a rating below really does help us out on the channel. But otherwise, as always, I appreciate you tuning in, and now let's get into it. And so initially this week, we are going to see Guardian Games again, and this is the annual class competition event, where the main objective is to earn medallions and bank them for our class, to ultimately see which class can score the most throughout the duration of the event. And Bungie have outlined that we can earn medallions from various activities in the game, plus we can purchase contender and platinum cards that have specific objectives in different content in order to get different tiers of medallions. But on top of that, there will be weapons to earn, including the Title SMG and the new Strand Scout Rifle, the Tarak Sipas. Plus, Bungie will be introducing strike scoring, and in the Guardian Games playlists, we'll be able to earn high scores and unlock potent buffs for weapons and abilities. But additionally, there'll be a PvP Supremacy playlist with class-based matchmaking, so we can have teams of hunters versus warlocks, which does sound pretty fun, but also there'll be an event card with specific Guardian Games objectives and rewards, and an Eververse inventory filled with Guardian Games specific items. And so as always, there will be a few different elements to the event, and if you want a video with more specific details, I'll link that down below. But for other content featured this week, for the Crucible, we'll get Rift and Supremacy featured. Plus, when Trials returns on Friday's daily reset, that'll come with bonus ranks. Then as always on Neptune, the Neomuna weekly story mission will reset, and we'll get a new location for the Vex Incursion Zone, which should be Liming Harbor, which will also come with a new partition mission for the week. But moving over to the Vanguard, the featured Nightfall this week will be the Arms Dealer, and the Nightfall weapon featured will be the Militia's Birthright. Then for the raid and dungeon rotation this week, the featured raid will be Vault of Glass, plus the featured dungeon will be the Pit of Heresy on the Moon, and both of these will drop power-relevant rewards with pinnacle drops on completions. But that takes us over to the Eververse store for the week, where we will be seeing a bunch of Guardian Games items featured. So initially we have this Stand on Ceremony exotic emote. I believe that's a new one for this year, which will be 3,250 Bright Dust. But there'll also be a rare emote, the Free Throw, and that will be 400 Bright Dust this week. Plus we'll get the Cyber Class Entrance Transman effect, which will be 450 Bright Dust. And the two featured front page shaders will include Up for Grabs, which is a Guardian Games shader, but we'll also get the Byzantium Lotus featured, and both of these will cost 300 Bright Dust each. Then there is the Represent exotic emote, that one will be 3,250 Bright Dust as well. Plus we'll get a legendary emote, which is Low Score, and that will be 700 Bright Dust this week. But onto a couple of the exotic items here. Initially, there is the hashtag sponsored shell, an exotic Guardian Games Go shell there for 2,850 Bright Dust. And on top of that, we'll get a new Sparrow, which is called Shadowbox, and that will be 2,500 Bright Dust, plus a new exotic ship called the Stygian Corsair, which will be 2,000 Bright Dust this week. We can't fully preview both of those items just yet, but they will be featured in the store this reset. And then the exotic weapon ornament is classed of its own. Of course, the Guardian Games ornament for Vex Mytha class, which will be 1,250 Bright Dust. And additionally, we'll see the gold medal projection, a legendary ghost projection there for 1,500 Bright Dust this week. But as always, there'll be a few other items featured in the Eververse store, and I'll be sure to keep you posted with vendor reset stuff on Tuesday. For the Days of Eternity though, as well as the unique items for the mode this week, we'll see additional drops in the form of the Scatterhorn armor set and the Profectus armor, plus a handful of weapons from Season of the Chosen and Season of the Worthy. For the featured Lost Sectors for the week though, on Tuesday we'll see Perdition drop in exotic gauntlets, then for May 3rd we'll get Bunker E15 drop in exotic chest pieces, May 4th, we'll see the Conflux drop in exotic helmets, and then we'll get Thrilladrome drop in exotic legs on May 5th. That'll be followed by Hydroponics Delta on May 6th drop in exotic gauntlets. Then we'll get the Gilded Precept drop in exotic chest pieces on May 7th. And finally, for May 8th, we'll get Excavation Site in the EDZ dropping exotic helmets. Finally though, the Ascendant Challenge in the Dreaming City this week will be the Keep of Owned Edges, which is accessed via Harbinger's Seclude. So if you wanted a gameplay showing the location of that one for the week, we will run it at the end of the video. And otherwise for today guys, that's everything we have to round up in this one. So I hope you enjoyed it as always, and if you did find the video useful, a rating down below really does help us out. Plus, be sure to get subscribed to the channel so I can keep you posted with everything related to the game, the Guardian Guardian Games event, and of course the upcoming Season of the Deep, which is going to drop later on this month. So we can expect to start seeing quite a few details about that. But otherwise, for the moment, I appreciate you tuning in, and I hope you guys have an awesome day.
One victory is never enough.
We don't always get the appreciation we deserve.
History won't be repeating itself here.
This battle is yours. Take it! Show me what you've got! Fight until there's nothing left! Magnificent! Fight forever, Guardian!